Hi and welcome to today's video. So today I will be showing you just how easy it is to start with animating your own canvases and UI systems. So right now I have this very simple scene set up and I just have a pause panel which if I start the game you can see what I can do with it. See? And you know for some people this might work, but I want to have a bit of zest, some animation, and I can show you in the code. I'm just setting it active depending on if it's already paused or not. But if we are working with animations, we are gonna have to do things a bit differently. It's just one line of code, one simple line of code. All right, that's literally all we're gonna have to change. Anyways, so what I want my animation to do, in this example, of course, anything I do here is just going to be very easily to transcend into your own project and your own things that you want to do. So when it is closed, I want it to simply be outside of the game view, and once I want to open it, I just want to quickly, how should I say, slide in to the game view. Alright, that sounded very wrong, but I'm still gonna keep it in. Wait, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna continue right now before I make anything else sound very sus. Okay, so to start animating, we're gonna go into Window, Animations, and click the Animation button. Now this is gonna, as you can see, open up a small window. You can just dock it wherever you want to. I like to keep it in my console here. Alright, and as you can see here, to begin animating, to begin animating pause panel, create an animator and an animation clip. So what you need to make sure before you create an animation clip is that the object you want to be animating, it has to be like clicked on in the hierarchy. So if you want to animate the whole canvas itself, well then you click on it, and then as you can see here, to begin animating canvas, blah blah blah. But I only want to animate pause panels. Like, I also have a settings panel, but I'm not gonna be taking up it in this video. It's pretty much all the same stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an animation clip. So just click the create button, and I like to keep my pretty clean, so I usually make a folder called animation, and in there I can do like open pause panel or something like that, so we're just gonna save it. And alright, so this is the actual keyframe, so this is where you're gonna see all of your animations or the keys of the animation. This red button, well, that's the recording of the animation. You're gonna see just how Unity actually really simplifies stuff a lot. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna click the recording mode. Alright, and now everything that you do in the pause panel, everything that you change, well, that's gonna be updated in the actual animation, so you can, I don't know, change even the color of it. But what I want to do is I want to place my panel in, I think it was 150, right? And that's gonna make it outside, right? Because I want to open it, so my starting keyframe is gonna be outside the window frame. And then I'm gonna move this bar to, let's say, a second seems like a good enough. So this is amount of time on the animation. You can have, I don't know, if you want a really slow animation, you can have up to 2 seconds, and I can show you how it looks like. And now once we're in the 2 seconds frame, you're just gonna move this to wherever you want to. I'm gonna have up to 0, and that's pretty much it. You can exit out of the recording mode, and now you can actually preview the animation by clicking on this little button that says play the animation clip. And yeah, as you can see, it's pretty slow, but you can decide on your own project. So I can just move these keyframes wherever I want to. I'm gonna put it on 1 because that's 1 second. So yeah, that's opening the panel. Now I also want to do the closing also as well. So we're just gonna go here and we're gonna create new clip. We can call it close panel. And here, I mean, it's basically the same thing. Go into the recording mode and make sure to, sometimes it doesn't respond good, so just make sure to move it a bit, just so that this is red. All right, this has to be red, otherwise it's not recognized by the animator. And again, we want to move it in 1 second, and we're gonna put it to 150. And again, that's pretty much it. I mean, and that's the closing animation. Obviously you can do whatever the hell you want with it. I can also add, for example, in, I don't know, over here somewhere, I can go into the recording mode and I can change the opacity, so now it becomes more clear. You can show, actually, as you can see, for a quick second there, I can actually move it a bit more further into here. So whatever you do, you can change very easily. And yeah, so now how do we animate between these two? So we want to have some kind of transition between them. Well, that's what animators are for. As you can see on my game object, there is an animator component. We want to go ahead and right click on it, and here we want to, so this might look a bit confusing, but what we want to do is we want to create transitions between these two animations. So right click on it, click make transition, and obviously to the close panel itself. And we also want to make a transition back. Click on the arrow, alright, and turn off has exit time. Now what exit time means is that once this animation is over, it wants to jump immediately into this animation. We don't want that. We want to have some kind of condition that it goes into. Also, under the settings, turn off transition duration. That's just Unity's own kind of transition into the animations. We don't really care about that. We also want to do the same for the other arrow. So turn off exit time and no duration, transition duration. Now conditions. We want to have some kind of parameter that we can control for these two animations. So over here there's a button called parameters. Click on it, and on this plus sign click the bool one. So this is, is it open or is it closed, true or false. Open, you can call it whatever you want to. And on the transition, over in the conditions list, click on the plus sign, and open panel, this is going to be equal to false, because if we want to go from open to close, well, then this has to be, open panel has to be false. If we want to go from the close to open, well, then it has to be true. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now in the code, we're gonna have to reference the animator of the pause panel script. Pause panels. There we go. And instead of setting it active, what we actually want to do is we're going to pause panel animator dot set bool, right? Because that's our parameter. Okay, make sure that that's that. And we're gonna call it, it's called open panel, right? Just know that it is case sensitive, so you just, you know, worry about that. And the value is going to be equal to is paused, right? I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. If we go into the game view, and also, wait, I already know I screwed up. I forgot the animator. Make sure to add that as well. And oh yeah, good. I almost forgot. This is very important. Make sure that the close panel has loop time, since we don't want it to loop. All right, and also the open has turned them off. Right, this should. There we go. So by clicking the S key, we can simply open it and close it. And I mean, yeah, that's basically it. You can, if you have any questions about this, please let them down in the comments. Other than that, thank you for watching, and if it helped you any bit, please like or subscribe. I don't really care. And yeah, you'll see me another day, I guess.